this is Nick43137. This is my BlackBerry Java development video, the second one. The first one was done in the JDE standalone application, but this one I'm going to use Eclipse because I find Eclipse better. Basically, I'm kind of redoing it as well because I lacked all my Java knowledge I know now since the first tutorial. So I'm going to do some practices that you should follow. So let's open Eclipse. Choose our workplace. Which mine was just a BlackBerry application folder. You can do whatever you want, really. Sorry, it's going kind of slow right now. My computer goes slow when I'm recording. Alright, so let me just close these. Alright, so first thing you do, File, New, Project. You click BlackBerry Project, and then click Next. Now you create your project name. We'll just call it Tutorial. Wow. Click Next. Sorry, that's my Android SDK not being able to be found because I was gonna do Android applications, but I decided not to because, you know, BlackBerry's better. So click Finish, and you get this screen. You also get your tutorial XML file. This screen is pretty good for the API reference, which is what I use sometimes. You click the API reference, and you can see all the classes right here that you can import. And then from just all classes, you can see every class and just everything that you can use in your application. But note, some of it requires your application to be signed, which I believe is a $10 fee, but I think you only pay it once. And then you get your application signed. I don't know if you have to do it for every application you make. I would think it signs for your developer account, so I'm not sure. I'll get more information and post it in the description of this video. So here we look at the XML file. It's not XML right here, obviously. Everything you type right here goes into the XML file when you publish your application. So for title, let's just do tutorial app version whatever, vendor Nick 43137, description our first application. Now right here, if you click add external, whatever, add lets you add from your resource folder, or anywhere in your project. I would stick most of your pictures and stuff in resource, or actually I would stick all of them in resources because that would just make it more organized. And then source would be where your code files go. But basically, application icons, this is for like the home screen. Like I'll show you one that I made for my application, My Tomorrows, which I stopped making, by the way, because somebody else made one like exactly like my application was gonna be, so I just quit making it. But now I'm working on a project called Workspace or Workplace, and I don't think anybody's made an application like it yet, so we'll see. But I'm gonna unpause it and pause it when the simulator's done loading. Alright, so the simulator is done loading. So we're gonna go to the application screen, and then we're gonna go to downloads, because that's where all your files are, all your applications that you make are stored in. Alright, so BlackBerry Workplace, I don't have an icon for it because I just started making it today, but my tomorrows, you see I made this icon for it. Now you see right here it has rollover. Basically that means if they focus in on it, it shows this icon instead. So as you can see, I just inverted it. So when they roll over on it, it's inverted. Power it off. I was gonna make that, but you know, things happen. Alright, so we'll go ahead and close the simulator. Alright, now we're gonna actually make some stuff. So right click source, click new package. A package is just a way to organize your files. And usually the name, like the way things go is you either do com dot, org dot, or net dot. I mean, you don't have to. You can make the package name whatever you want, but if you're working with a team, it's probably better to organize your packages. So we'll just do com dot nick 43137, which com means company, org means organization. I'm not sure what net means, I forget. Then we'll do dot tutorial, and that means that our package is going to be in the com package. Inside the com package is going to be the nick 43137 package, and inside the nick 43137 package is just going to be the tutorial package. So we're going to finish, and here's our package. So we're going to right click and click new class. I like to call this class like main, starting point, something like that. We'll just do starting, and then we'll click finish. And so here's our code. This is going to be our starting or our entry point. I don't know why I said starting, wow, but it's called the entry point. Basically this is where our application begins. So when the user enters our application, this is what happens. So we're going to go ahead and import, which lets you make use of the classes that that package contains. We're going to import net dot, and if you hit dot, you can see that it has code completion. But it's going to be rem.device.api.ui.ui application. Now, our starting point has to extend UI application. Alright. Now we're going to make a starting constructor. A constructor is basically what happens when that class gets called. So when a new instance of that class is created, it'll call the constructor. To make a constructor, you just make a new I forget what it's called. You make a new instance inside the class, I guess. I'm not sure what it's called. Hang on. Alright, we're still recording. Sorry about that. I had to go into Windows 7 Basic because the computer was going slow. But anyway, create a new instance inside the class. So public, and then you have to name it the class name, so starting. And then any arguments it takes, which ours isn't going to take any right now. Now we're going to make the actual starting point. It's always public, static, void, main, string args. And you only need to write that once, because that's the entry point to the class. So when, to the application. So when the application starts, it's basically going to look for that line of code, and then do whatever's inside of it. So we want it to, when it starts, do this class, starting. And it's only going to do the constructor, because the constructor is what's called when the class is created, or a new instance of the class is created. So we're going to do starting. You always, and Java is an object